Tetractes serves as a prime example of the Roman fascination with gladiators. His story, unearthed through inscriptions and graffiti in Pompeii in 1817, became especially intriguing due to a famous victory over an opponent named Brutus. This triumph was recorded not only on the walls of Pompeii, but also on glass vases found as far away as present-day France, England, and Hungary. Whether Tetractus was originally from Pompeii remains uncertain, as historical documentation regarding his origins is scarce. Tetractus was a Murmillo gladiator, one of the most common fighters in ancient Rome. His style of combat was defined by a crested helmet, a short sword, and a large rectangular shield, along with protective gear for his arms and legs. A notable characteristic of Tetractus was that he entered the arena bare-chested, a decision that exposed him further to the lethal dangers of combat. By fighting without torso protection, he demonstrated not only physical prowess, but also a boldness rarely seen among his peers. His victory over Brutus cemented his legacy, and the significance of this moment is reflected in numerous artistic depictions and sculptures celebrating his success. Like many gladiators, his reputation elevated him to the status of a folk hero, admired by crowds and remembered for generations. Even though most gladiators were either enslaved individuals or freemen forced into combat, some gained such renown that their names and exploits were preserved in oral traditions and historical artifacts. It is important to acknowledge that gladiatorial games were a deeply entrenched aspect of Roman culture, yet they also sparked ethical debates. The Roman philosopher Seneca observed that the brutal nature of these spectacles often degraded public morals, transforming violence into entertainment. Art discovered in Roman provinces such as France, England, and Hungary indicates that Tetractus' fame extended beyond Pompeii. The glass vases illustrating his victory over Brutus suggest that his name traveled alongside merchants, soldiers, and settlers, spreading throughout the vast Roman Empire. Consequently, Tetractus was not merely a local figure, but a broader representation of the gladiatorial tradition that permeated Roman society. His prominence likely attracted the interest of wealthy patrons, who may have placed significant bets on his matches, while the public celebrated him as a champion. As his fame grew, the possibility of earning his freedom became more tangible, a fate that befell certain victorious gladiators. In Rome, those who achieved widespread recognition were sometimes awarded the rudes, a wooden shield signifying their release. However, attaining this prize was no simple task. The growing expectations surrounding him meant that he had to keep winning to satisfy his patrons, audiences, and the emperors who funded the games. While freedom was within reach, it required an arduous series of victories, reinforcing the idea that, for a gladiator like Tetractus, liberty was the ultimate reward, but one that came at an immense cost. If you found this glimpse into gladiatorial history interesting, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.